Alright guys, I hope you're excited. I'm sort of excited because it's been a while since I've done something like this. In fact, it's been so long that I've done a video diary, I sort of forget what to do. Did you see that shirt on the internet where people didn't know if it was gold or white or blue? Okay, now wait a minute. You're me. This is not right. Well, technically, I'm not you. I'm you from the past. And I'm here to remind you how to make a good video diary. You're me from the past? How did you get here? Bros, don't worry about it. I don't even know where to go from there. Well, obviously, here, I guess, right? Okay. Good video diary, step 1. Make a corny joke about how long it's been since the last entry.
Well, my last video diary was made about a year and a half ago. And as you can see, according to this chart, that the lengths between the two are growing at an exponential rate. And according to this, the next video diary I make will be in the year 2055.
And step 2, talk about a current life event or reflect upon a funny story of the past. Pretty short list. The only current life event I can think about is student teaching, and I will save that for another video diary entry. Considering what today is. April Fool's Day! The particular day of the year you must always be on your guard, always be more than confident that your shoes are indeed tied, and never, ever trust the internet. People like to fool you on this day of April. I know it's harsh, but there's jerks out there, and I'm one of them. I am indeed quite the April Fooler. When there are fools to be made. And you might be saying to yourself, well, it's April Fool's Day, Ryan must have done something ridiculous this year. My answer is no. I have not done a single April Fool's all day because, as you can see, I am back at home. What fun is there in April Fool in your own family? The answer, lots of fun. But there's nothing quite as fun as having the whole campus of BBC students to your April Fool's disposal. That is why the April Fool's story I have for you now is from April Fool's of last year. Play the music, come on, flashback. Here we go, here we go. The date was March 31st, 2014. It was the night before my last April Fool's on BBC's campus. I was rooming with Chad Finke at the time, and we knew that we had to make this April Fool's Day a good one. So putting our two most intelligent minds together, we went to Google. And we Google searched some ideas, and boy did we find some pretty good April Fool ideas. I did some pretty hardcore April Fooling that day. The two that stand out to me the most, because they're the only two that I remember, were pretty stinking great. April Fool number 1, Chewbacca tryouts. This April Fool was the less harmless of the two, and with Chad Finke's help, it went pretty well. With my expertise in Word document creating skills, I made a less than professional Chewbacca tryout sign. The signs had a phone number that the people were supposed to call and get their best Chewbacca imitation, and I had lovingly put my own RA's phone number on that paper. Good old Ben Martinke. The sign read something like, call this number, give us your best Chewbacca growl, and if Ben Martinke happens to pick up the phone, just growl and hang up. Chad and I stuck these on the doors first thing in the morning, before breakfast. We just went around, stuck these signs on the dorm doors. So all throughout the day, Ben Martinke's getting phone calls. All these Chewbacca growls are going off. And he doesn't know what it is, because people can't make very good Chewbacca growls. I can't. That's like the best I can do. That's better. That's better. I'm getting better. So Ben Martinke doesn't know what to make of this. He doesn't know what this weird growl is. And of course, I'm playing it safe. I'm not walking up and talking to him about it. But boy, do I hear about it. So people have been calling me all day and going, oh, and I don't know why they're doing it. So I just do it back to them. So of course, I call Ben myself with a blocked caller ID phone number. And sure enough, the first thing I hear is, and then I wait a few seconds. Then I hang up. I called him later the same day, and it's got the voicemail. I'd imagine he got tired of all the Chewbacca growls. So my voicemail entirely consisted of me just Chewbacca growling intermittently. And Ben was bamboozled. He was puzzled. He didn't know what to think. I remember I actually had a discussion with him outside of one of the dorms where I still had a poster stuck. I think it was either Wolseley or Barn Dollar. And I'm looking at the poster on my left. Ben's coming here on my right. And I just kind of keep on talking and walk on by, and it worked. It worked out. That day at dinner, someone broke the news to Ben and said, hey, the reason why we're getting these phone calls is because these posters are all over the dorms. It may have been the next day I had a meal with Ben, probably lunch, and he's talking about it, saying, yeah, I really don't know who it was. I think it was Tyler. It was probably Tyler. Or Matt. Maybe it was Matt. And to this day, I think Ben still doesn't know who it was. Now, I don't exactly plan to share this video on Ben's wall, but if he ends up finding out through this video, that's quite alright. So Ben, April Fools, today, from last year, and I got you. So that was my harmless April Fool's prank, so to speak. Ben, I love you. No hard feelings, bud. April Fool's number 2 was not so harmless because it involved fluoride poisoning. The night of March 31st, I'm here scrolling the web looking at good April Fool ideas. Hey Chad, Chewbacca tryouts. I keep on looking. Toothpaste-filled Oreos, and I think it's a great idea. Toothpaste-filled Oreos. I don't think I ever ran that one past Chad, and I probably should have. Chad and I dual-teamed the Chewbacca tryouts, but I flagshipped this awesome toothpaste Oreo idea, which was destined to be devastation. My Lone Star attempt into the wilderness of fooling was ultimately to my demise. Lo and behold, upon his last visit, my father had left me with double-stuffed Oreos, and on my same room shelf, I kept beautifully white vanilla toothpaste. This combination was perfect for making the most deceptive, white-filled, creamy toothpaste Oreo. Now listen, to my defense, this toothpaste in the Oreo April Fool's prank is done all the time. It's a good, safe, simple gag if there's no fluoride in the toothpaste. My Crest vanilla toothpaste had plenty of fluoride in it. You know how they say, don't swallow more than a pea-sized amount? Guess how many pea sizes of cream are in Oreos? And of course I have plenty of footage of it because I thought it's a great idea. I'm gonna get people with my toothpaste Oreo gag. Thankfully, I have vanilla toothpaste, which is just about perfect for the cream. I've lost count of how many April Fools I'm up to now, but this is probably 5 or 6. I cleaned off the cream with my pocket knife, ate it up, and put it on the toothpaste. Pretty convincing. I didn't know you should check if your toothpaste has fluoride in it before you put it in an Oreo. I didn't know. I didn't know. Now I know. Now I know. And I sat up on top floor of my Oreo box, waiting for some poor innocent soul to take one of my putrid, poisonous, fluoride-filled treats. That poor soul was none other than Evan Henkel, and he ate it right up. And he didn't care. He thought it was funny. He was laughing about it, said it didn't taste that bad, and yeah, we were laughing. We were laughing. Then, what followed that day for Evan was a sad, miserable story of indigestion, lethargy, and near throw-ups.
It hurts to walk right now.
Oh no. You're welcome.
And I had to sleep for 3 hours because I got really tired.
He felt sick that day, very sick, and he had a big field trip to New York the next day, and I was wondering if we should call poison control, and I felt terrible. Listen guys, I felt terrible. I didn't know. I did not know, and that was my ignorance. Just don't do the toothpaste thing. Maybe it's not a good idea, period. Even if you're sure there's no fluoride, there could be like toothpaste poisonide or something else that we don't even know about because toothpaste is not good for Oreos. Don't put toothpaste on Oreos. It's not a good plan. It really isn't. Stick with the Chewbacca tryouts. That's fun. Put some funky food coloring in your milk and pour that in your cereal. That's a good laugh. Or maybe just grab some brown construction paper and cut out the letter E and say, look guys, I made brown E's. And make them all cry tears of sadness and then realize you have not actually made the brownie kind of brownie. Alright, I know those are stupid ideas, but take it from me. If you want to have some fun in April Fooling, you gotta go a bit extreme. But keep toothpaste out of it. And poison control. And anything else deadly. At the very least, learn from my example. No toothpaste, no poison control, nothing dangerous or life-altering, please. But I have learned. I have learned from my mistake. And we have a lot of laughs to look back on. And this has been Confessions of an April Fooler. By the way, I just gotta say to all my friends at BBC, soon to be Clark Summit, I realized with my current class situation and my credentials that I cannot graduate until the fall. So I'll actually be coming back to BBC for a whole semester with you guys. I'm really looking forward to it. I can't wait to live back on campus again. So exciting. And just remember what day it is. April Fools.
It's not thick enough.
It's a delicate process.
Yeah, but I thought they were like mint Oreos, but they're just toothpaste.
Yeah, you just ate a cup of toothpaste.
It really wasn't that bad.